This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by lynda.com. What's up everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. It's been about 2 years since I last did a What's on My Phone, and apps have changed, widgets have changed, and I've got a more sleek, customizable home screen now on my Android devices, so I thought I'd share it with you, show you what apps I have. You can tell me what apps you've got on your phone. We could share pictures of home screens and sort of find the best thing that's going to work. So let's go ahead and dive right in. So I'm not sure when you guys are going to watch this video, but it's being filmed in August of 2014, and I'm using the OnePlus One for this, running CyanogenMod 11, or a customized version of CyanogenMod 11 just for this phone. So some things might be different for what you guys have on your Android device. So the first thing about the OnePlus One is that it has capacitive buttons down below. It gives you the option to also use sort of on-screen buttons. I chose to use on-screen buttons here. We'll talk about them in a little bit, but they look like Android L, but I'm not running Android L on here. So Cyanogen ships with something called a trebuchet launcher. You can always customize your launchers on Android. It's fine, it's usable, and I liked it, but what I really liked about the Nexus 5 I was using was the ability to swipe over to the left and get access to Google Now. I really just liked having that, so I installed the Google Now launcher. Now before, I had to go and find the APK and kind of sideload it on, but now Google made it available to a ton more devices. You can actually just download it for a lot of phones now directly from Google Play. I definitely recommend it. So when I was at Google I/O, they showed a Nexus 5 up on their big projector screen that looked like this. It had a row of icons down the side and then sort of the launcher icons down the bottom in the dock. And I loved the way that looked. I thought it looked really clean and slick and modern, great for one-handed use. So I did the same thing. I always keep a Google search bar across the top. With the Google Now launcher, I get the ability to say, okay, Google, at least when I yell into the microphone, and it'll let me start doing the searching from there. So I did a row of icons down the side. My wife is at the top because I call her a lot. The dials that I call the most, my family and such. All of my social media I put in a social folder. So Talon is what I use for Twitter. Actually, I crowdsourced that. I went to Twitter and I asked, what do you guys recommend for Twitter use for Android? People really recommended Talon. I've absolutely loved it. So if you haven't tried it, give it a shot. It's a couple bucks. Instagram and LinkedIn, and then just the camera app that ships with Cyanogen. If we go into, let's go to the next screen. Usually in this big space, I've got some analytics stuff for the site. I just sort of removed that for this video. I've got a profile lock switch right there, so I can control, whether it's on ring or vibrate. Torch for the flashlight in the back. Although with Cyanogen, you can do some motion. You can do a V on the lock screen to turn the flashlight on, but I kept doing that by accident. I use Umail for visual voicemail. It works really, really well. So Cyanogen ships with its own gallery app. I'll sort of show you real fast here what that icon looks like. It's right down there. It's called Gallery. I really didn't like the way it was laid out, so I downloaded Nexus Gallery. And what that looks like is essentially the way Gallery looks like on a Nexus device. It was just much easier for me to use. That's my son Nate, so I chose that to use for my gallery. Calendar is what ships stock. Settings is stock. Play Store, Marvel Comics. I'm not gonna lie, I like to read a comic every now and then, so I've got that installed on here. Let's go ahead and jump into apps real fast. I don't have that many on here. I tried to kind of simplify my app life. So here's what I've got on the phone. Analytics widget, that's what I use for checking analytics. Next, I've got Audio FX. This comes with the phone to sort of customize how the audio works, depending on whether you got small speakers, you can choose different profiles. Small speakers, electronic or custom. I've honestly never opened that up. Actually, second time I've ever opened it up. Battery widget evolved, sort of shows that thing up there, tells me how much battery I have and gives you some stuff too when you pull this down. It'll show you some things in the drop-down menu if you want it to. I disabled that. I just like to see how much battery percentage that I've got. Calculator is all standard. Camera standard. Chase for banking. Of course, I use Chrome, Clock, Downloads, Drive, all comes here. Dropbox, Dropcam. I use Dropcams in the office and at home. eBay, the default Google email app. I like a unified inbox, so I don't use Gmail, so I think the email app is great. In the past, I've used things like Canine Mail and such, but I always prefer email. Facebook, File Manager, this comes on Cyanogen, lets you navigate to where you want to go. Flickster for movies, there's the Cyanogen Gallery, which I was not a big fan of. Another analytics app. Everything else here you've kind of seen. Google Keep for notes, another analytics app again, Marvel Comics. My Backup Pro is what I use when I switch devices. It makes things a lot easier for sort of backing up all of your things. So you can pick what you want to migrate over to another device. You can pick things, let's see, I'll show you what you can do here. Applications and media or data, and you can pick sort of a ton of stuff and move all your apps over, your photos, your music, your videos. It makes it much easier to switch on Android devices because there's sort of a universal backup. So that's been a big thing for me. Let me stop for a quick sec to thank our friends and good peeps at lynda.com. They offer thousands of super easy to follow, engaging to video tutorials that are taught by pros in the industry. It can help you learn just stuff that you should learn to better yourself, like software, creative, and business skills. Membership starts just $25 per month, and it's online, so it's unlimited 24/7 access. If you want to make yourself a better human being, try lynda.com for free for 7 days by visiting lynda.com/technobuffalo. That's lynda.com/technobuffalo. Back to the video. Nest, I've got a Nest thermostat at home. You guys already saw the Nexus Gallery. Pebble from a Pebble phone. People, photos, nothing else really exciting there. Everything else I think you've seen. It does come with screencast with Cyanogen Mod 11, which is really cool. It's you record your screen with audio. Play memories. I've got a Sony Rx100 Mark II point-and-shoot camera. It lets me automatically transfer pictures from the camera right to the phone. That's sort of Sony's own app. Speedtest.net, that's sort of the new speed test icon, at least for my theme pack. And I'll show you guys the themes in a little bit. We've got Test Lab, sort of themes where you can buy more themes. I am addicted to threes. I play that quite a bit. Uber for when I want to call a car, USAA for insurance, Google Wallet and WhatsApp, all that stuff you should know. Whisper is kind of a crazy app. The idea behind Whisper app is it lets you sort of anonymously whisper things. And it's sort of just fun to go through and read what people are anonymously confessing or not confessing. So we'll go ahead and go back. At least go home, go back into settings, and that's pretty much all the apps that I have. Again, I tried to sort of simplify my app world and then just YouTube stuff. So I talked about themes. Something you can do with Cyanogen is you can pick different theme packs, make it look sort of different. So I'll jump into settings and I'll show you the theme that I am using, what sort of you can do with themes. So we'll go to themes right here. Theme pack, you can buy different theme packs, some are free. Hexo is the default one that ships. I bought an Android L one, but it's kind of unstable. What I'm using right now, I've got an LG G3 one too, because I really love the G3, so you can sort of make the phone look like an LG G3. This one is called Cyanogen. I really just wanted the Android L sort of soft buttons down there, so that kind of gave me that. But when you select one, you can pick really anything you want to have. Style, wallpaper, fonts, Boolean animations, ringtones, kind of anything you want. It's really cool to have the power to customize absolutely everything in here, including the way settings look. So you can pick, the way your settings is going to look. If you pick the LG G3 one, it's going to look like LG when you come in here. It's just really cool to have all the customization options that you get with Cyanogen. The last thing that I got to show you guys is my lock screen. I usually did customizable lock screens. I did not do that with the OnePlus. I liked sort of the lock screen that it came with. I think it's a custom one Cyanogen did for the OnePlus. You have to pull down to unlock, but it does show you notifications right here in battery life and whether you can slide over to get to the camera. So this is how I've got my phone set up. I tried to simplify the apps that I download. I tried to only download the ones that I use. I didn't really want a cluttered home screen. I wanted really, really simple. Sort of Android gave me the ability to sort of do that and put icons just down the right-hand side. And before everybody yells, you can do that on iOS. I know you can do that if you jailbreak. I'll do another video showing you how I've set up my iOS devices, what apps I've got on there as well. I've got a few more apps on the iOS side. If you want to see that, let me know. But any apps you think that I need to have or try instead, please leave the comments down below. I'd really love to sort of hear what you guys use. I learned a lot about what apps to try just based on what you guys are using. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Leave them down below. Until next time, I am John Rettinger from TechnoBuffalo. Check us out at technobuffalo.com for the latest and greatest tech news. I'll talk to you guys next video. Bye-bye. Thank you guys for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to be up to date on what's coming next in the world of consumer electronics, hit the big subscribe button right down below.